Donald Trump behind closed doors at a fundraiser in a pivotal battleground state of Wisconsin. He's selling his new ISIS strategy to donors, but Trump critics are pouncing on his call for, quote, extreme vetting of immigrants. Hillary Clinton, in fact, saying Trump's push for ideological tests is a cynical plot. But Trump foreign policy advisor Walid Phares says it's much needed. I'm pretty sure Donald Trump knew the media would jump all over that extreme vetting. What exactly does it mean? And Walid, how is it different than what we do already?
Let me begin by asking the question back to Secretary Clinton, what is bad about detecting a jihadist? Now she's using the term jihadist nowadays. The vetting is about to be able to detect if jihadists are moving within the United States. That's all what it is. That is a procedure that has been done across Europe, in the Arab world, internationally. But the Obama administration, Obama-Clinton administration refused to consider one element of that vetting. Let's not really focus on the vetting. It's what is in it. Do we want to see if individuals are linked to a jihadi ideology, yes or no? If you say no, then you're going to let a lot of jihadis come into the United States and assume the responsibility. So that's what Mr. Trump is trying to change. Now, the details will come when he is in the White House, sit down with the agencies, and talk about the input they have.
Well, according to the White House now, the screening process includes collecting ID and data and documents. Then there's a resettlement support center that also goes through the application process. And then that's where you get your interagency security checks after that, intelligence community, FBI, Department of Homeland Security, the State Department, then biometric security checks, medical checks, and then cultural orientation. Are they missing something in this process where they're not focused enough with respect to allegiance to dangerous terrorist groups?
Absolutely. Let me make it very, very clear. What they are missing in this very sophisticated process, I mean, our agencies are fantastic, but they receive orders, political orders. They have all the tools if they want to apply. But since 2009, the Obama administration has denied for these agencies to use any reference to jihadi ideology. So you are checking on an individual coming from Aleppo, coming from Mosul, coming from Cyprus, without even considering that this person is part of this ideology. So you check on the police record, you check on his or her psychological situation, has there been any crime in their lives, everything checks, go in. The one thing that is important is the jihadi ideology, no check.
How do we check for that? I mean, you know, obviously you ask someone if they're aligned with ISIS or, you know, do you want to come into this country and blow up a mall somewhere? They're all going to say no.
That's what we are focusing on. In a 21st century cyber world, you just don't rely on, hello, sir, are you a jihadist? Of course not. There is a whole multiplicity of issues, one of which we can talk about because it's public. How about cyber world? Many of the jihadists who have infiltrated the migrants going to Europe have been posting on their Facebooks while in Syria or in Iraq pictures and interactions with the jihadists, and they show up to the officers in Germany or otherwhere, and they say, no, we are cool people who have never had any connection. Oops. There is an evidence. So this is one way. There are multiple ways, including NGOs, interactions, depending on the age, on the group, on many other things. So the idea is to make sure that jihadists are not coming into our countries. That's simple.
Real quick, Walid, the amplifying the voices of moderate Muslims, this seems like a major pivot, and it's one I'm sure is welcome within the camp, within the circle, the Donald Trump circle. How is that going to happen also?
We have been pushing for this even before Mr. Trump actually becomes a candidate, but he's the one who actually announced it, finally. This is one of the most important strategies to counter the jihadists. This is, again, something that the Obama administration refused to do. Their spokesmen say, well, we are engaging the moderates, and you check on these moderates, it's the Muslim Brotherhood or the supporters of the Iranian regime. No, these are not the moderates. These are not the reformers. Right. He spoke about reformers. There needs to be a major change of strategy. Once you have these partners, right, then you can win the war of ideas.
I got you, Walid Phares. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.